it's Christmas Day right now, and Paranormal Pulse came out with the 10 creepiest Christmas videos you'll ever see. So I'm going to record a video and upload it right away. So, bonus video this week. This is the video. Let's see if we can debunk some videos.
This video, found on TikTok, frightened many parents. Let's take a look.
Who are you? No, that's Peppa. No, that's Peppa actually.
What's the? This is a this family's.
It's okay.
She's got another child now.
We play. What the hell?
What the hell?
Are you serious?
Okay, so
What the hell?
What the hell?
While a mother is in the living room with her children, the Christmas tree suddenly starts moving and eventually falls. Is in the living room with her children.
it's an uncomfortably close drop.
Maybe. It's okay. We play.
This is a composite shot. Yep, this is a composite shot. You see that? Right there. Baby's legs clipping through the tree area. Right there. Wah wah. Almost. It's certainly interesting. Because, okay, you see the glow on the baby's legs? Boom, gone. And it's not because the tree's down further, it's because it's literally... It's an opacity thing. Yeah, so there's no way, also, behavioral, there's no way anybody's gonna be this calm about the, tree nearly falling on their child, so I'm gonna call this one debunked. It's a composite.
Eventually, many viewers noted that the tree could have fallen on the child if the woman hadn't picked them up in time.
Poorly done. You screwed up by having it. Like you could like the thing is that they could do like multiple takes, but the problem is that the child is almost certainly going to give it away. Not just that, but the tree would be in disarray like on the second attempt. So if they had just stood the tree back up to do another take, you would have seen that there was damage to the tree already before it fell, so that would have given them away too. But the one child didn't even react. If you look, the child on the couch,
Many viewers noted that the tree could have fallen on the child.
like he doesn't even really react. Like he reacted to the tree doing the thing,
Suddenly starts moving and eventually falls over. The woman.
but that's not the reaction of someone who's like seen a Christmas tree almost take out their little siblings. So sorry, but that's bad acting. And the baby's legs clipped through the Christmas tree, so it's a composite shot.
Watch closely.
So
You can see something resembling a ghost quickly passing by the house.
so
Is it a ghost?
normally I would just tell you that this is a compression issue with security cameras. So basically, security cameras they freeze large portions of the screen and then they lower the or they pause portions of the frame. So like let's say it's just the static image right here, and all these things, they don't move. This isn't moving. Nothing else is moving. These things will be paused to save storage space on a security camera. So only I would be being updated by the security camera because there's active movement here. But with this video here, we're not seeing that. We're not seeing the same kind of artifacting and ghosting that happens normally when somebody is being picked up by the security camera. You would see them kind of materialize or ghost along the scene. So what's actually happening here is that they've got two clips, and one clip is of somebody walking through the street. In the second clip, there's nobody walking through the street. Possibly it's just a picture. Like, let's check the luminance on the light. So there's a flicker rate with most bulbs, with most street lamp bulbs. You'll see it flicker in the security camera. It's not always constant. It's like giving waves of light. And so what's going on here is that they've taken two clips. They've taken just a photograph, and the ghosting of the light, the light's flicker rate, has interrupted a portion of the frame. So they've just taken two clips, layered them right on top of each other, and then just cropped one down, and then they've lowered the opacity of the walker who's walking through the frame. And that's what we're seeing here.
Something resembling a ghost quickly passing.
See, there's no like, I know, forgive the words, but there's no ghosting behind the figure, so it's not a compression glitch.
By the house.
So therefore it's an opacity. They've changed the opacity to make it look like a ghost.
Video garnered millions of views on TikTok. It was captured on a surveillance camera at night in what appeared to be an ordinary home.
What are we doing putting so much effort into these videos when people can just put whatever's going to happen here? Ooh, that's a really reflective floor. Oh, too bad it's not going to be the one that you watch. Okay. So it's holiday decoration that's being pulled along the ground by the string. It's spinning around because they've wrapped the cable around.
And then stopped abruptly. Was this just a clever hoax or something more?
Not even really a clever hoax. It's just fishing line. It's super easy to do. It's almost not even worth trying to like debunk it further, because like the legs stay out of frame. So like the legs are down here. So you don't see the legs, which means you don't have to see the string. They got the L-shaped couch. They've got many legs to wrap the string around behind to obfuscate your view of it. It's pretty obvious that, pretty obvious. I mean, it is. Sorry.
One Christmas evening, a TikTok user recorded something in their home that genuinely frightened them. Let's take a look.
Oh yeah, look. I've seen a couple of this guy's videos too. Alright, let's go through it. And we're gonna see if we can discover where the cut is. Because like you see that there are feet below the tree. The feet are also moving, so it's an actual person here. I'm pretty sure I know the channel that's uploaded this video because it's got all the hallmarks. Christmas hallmarks of that. So let's see. We're gonna go about where we can't see the feet anymore. So we can still see them. Can we? Is that the foot? Sorry, I'll try to cut some of this out, but yeah, okay, so these are the feet. That's a foot. And we're gonna see. So the foot is no longer in view. Oh, there's the cut. Oh. So he's really good at matching his motion, but that's the cut right there. And so one of the things you can look for, you see the direction of you see how the illumination on the Christmas orbs, they're going horizontally, and in the very next frame they're going vertically. That means that he's moved the camera from this way, but now he's picking up the camera again, so he's starting to record again. So he's matched it on his viewfinder. So he's basically probably done this thing where he's recording towards the camera, then he pauses the recording. He doesn't stop the recording, he pauses it. So he's paused the recording, and then he's stood there as still as he possibly can be. Then the person slips out from behind the Christmas tree, and then he continues recording, but he's no longer in the same fluid motion. So it goes from being this horizontal planar movement to now a vertical planar movement. So if we were to see that it was going horizontal into the planar, it would be much more curved here. And then if we look at the next frame, you'll see that it's almost entirely vertical. So that's the strongest indicator in the current moment of where the cut is. No, so I'm satisfied with that answer. That's where the cut is. And there we go. You see, the thing is that when you've got the high FPS and stuff, one of the things that I tend to look for is I try to look for a point in which so you're getting like 2 frames and 2 frames of the same image, then the next set 2 frames, then the next set 2 frames. But if the beginning of a video stops on the end of like in the middle of the last frame, so like let's say it's like 28, and then you stop the video, and then 29, or you're cutting the video, so you're cutting in between, you end up having 3 frames that are the same image. You know what I mean? It's a really complicated. I mean, it's not so intuitive about it, but when you have 2 frames every change, and then all of a sudden you have 3-4 frames that are all the same frame, and then a dramatic change, like that's an indicator of manipulation. You don't have to take my word for it, but you could do your own research based on it. But I've got a lot of I've got a lot of experience with employment, looking at videos to try to attempt to ensure that there's no manipulation for insurance purposes. And I've worked in a team with about 10 people where we were reviewing security footage and like handheld footage and stuff, and trying to make sure that what we were seeing in the videos were actually, correct.
Using a special app,
I can't tell you the name of the company. I can't tell you where the company is or anything, but because I signed a full NDA, but I can tell you that I did that. So,
We're gonna come in now.
I will build trust. You'll understand. If you agree with me, you'll understand. I don't. Ideally, I'd be able to tell you exactly what was.
Check that out.
at one point,
I'd be able to prove my position, but all I can tell you is that I worked there. Basically, I can put it on my resume, but I can't tell anybody like specific details on specific cases or the name of the company or anything like that. Name of the employees that I worked with. Nothing.
Interesting. Oh, have one over there by the tree.
So yeah, the SLS is an interesting thing. So he's using the iPhone app as an SLS camera. I'm not very experienced with that, but I can tell you that the Xbox Kinect Cam SLS camera, that motion tagging on people, it can definitely give you false positives. But also people who upload videos of static SLS camera, so like they'll be like, it'll be like a static image like this, and then they'll have the ghosts pop up and kind of do shit. Those SLS cameras, the program that allows you to interact, use them on like Android and laptops and stuff like that. That's what people are using them for. That's why they have that big giant rig with the camera on top and the big tablet thing. Yeah, so the program allows you to record motion tagging data. So if you say stand in front of it and go ooh la la and have it track your motion, you can save that, and then you can replay it on top of the video that you're recording, so that it looks like there's an actual active SLS like motion tagging that you're actually capturing, but it's recorded. But for this, if you're using an application if you download an application off the App Store that specifically says like Ghost Camera, Ghost Tube, you know, Spirit Box and stuff like that, these applications are designed to feed you paranormal information. They're joke apps. They're for entertainment purposes only. They're not actually scientifically. They're not doing anything. So I think that he's probably got just a regular application on his phone that's pretending to tag things, or you know, like we have the ARG filters and stuff like that, where we can basically put like a duck on your table. If you go to Google and you say mallard duck on your phone, and then you see it says like view in 3D, then you could basically your phone will look at the area in front of you. You can put the duck on the table, and then you could just like how big is it and everything, right? That's basically what's happening here. But instead of projecting a duck on your table, it's projecting a body.
Paranormal detection gear.
And phrases, so
Yeah.
it has like over 1,000 phrases, I think.
I don't trust anything that the Mindseed people. I don't trust anything that they post now after the hunting cabin thing, where one of the team members get yanked across the floor.
Time, which the bloggers claim is rare. Colton heads to the room where the door shut on its own to investigate. Meanwhile, Casey appears to enter a trance-like state and begins answering Colton's questions.
Take your time.
I just heard a little noise down here.
He's evil.
Why are you disturbing the people that live here?
So a spirit box. So a normal spirit box, what a normal spirit box does is it cycles through radio stations, and then you can pick up a couple words. And it cycles at a rate that it appears to be unlikely that it's going to capture a full sentence in a line that's relevant to what you're asking. But what they're doing is they're using something like the Necrophonic app or the Spirit Talk app, and those both are basically just sound banks of specific like phrases like he's evil, or he's coming, or Satan's here, or something like that. And what they'll do is they'll like gather a sound bank full of these, or it has a sound bank, and it'll pump out a random one at a random time. Some of them ask for things like microphone access and, you know, sensor reading access and stuff like that. So what you're thinking, so like it'll basically be like, you know how like the assistant will respond to your words. So it'll basically pick up the microphone, it'll pick up the questions that you're asking over the radio or something like that, and it'll say, oh, interesting, okay, so that's a voice match for these sound files. Let's pump one of these out, and they'll interpret it as you see it, right? So, any application that you download on your phone that you think is going to help you hunt ghosts is going to give you only false positives. They do not produce any admissible paranormal evidence. Straight up. Sorry.
My home.
Is there more than one entity in this house?
Like, I would much rather
Colton asks how many spirits
have
are in the
them
house.
not use the radio.
Speaks again. Listen closely if you missed it.
He could just ask the questions downstairs, and then the Colton will say the answer, right? But because he's using the radio, then the room where the device is that's recording your audio will then have like the connection, you know what I mean? Like it'll hear the microphone, it'll hear the speaker from the radio that'll be picked up by the microphone. Furthermore, they had one particular establishing shot in this video where they showed that they were like in the same area. Every time you cut the camera from one camera to the other camera, you can do a million things in between. And as long as you cut the footage to make it look like it's contiguous, then you're going to believe that these are all happening one after another. The problem is that during this investigation, because the camera keeps cutting from one to the other, any amount of time could pass between one shot and the next shot. They could be filming the second shot, like they could be filming one camera on an entirely different day. And just because they had that one establishing shot where you heard the microphone come through on the other camera, then that tricks your brain into thinking that every other video is contiguous. It's not. I almost guarantee it. They've got, right now, the recording that they're doing, like, I'm sure, like, if we went through it and we cut, like, if I took the episode and I cut it, threw it into DaVinci and detected scene cuts, I could cut out every single one of Casey's shots and put them in a separate timeline from Colton's timeline, and then I would be able to see that Colton, like, has a massive, like, movement shift, like where he's supposed to be when he goes upstairs. Like, the equipment might be in a different place or something, you know what I mean? So these are not continuous shots. They are shots that are being filmed at any point in time and then stapled together to make it look like it's one solid point of time. So these are likely Colton's footprint and not some ghosts.
Find us.
I mean, it's like barely visible, but that's like a wet footprint.
I remember seeing this the first time I saw it. I thought it was all pretty neat. Like, this was, I think this was
Who or what it was remains unknown.
I thought it was well done and everything, but I just don't believe it, and neither should you, for the reasons that I've laid out here.
A girl named
I think I've made my case.
for Christmas, and her surveillance camera captured something paranormal. Take a look.
Okay.
Decorations suddenly start falling off the shelf, and it happens not once, but several times.
That doesn't mean
Taylor, there
diddly
were
shit.
electrical issues in the room that day, but she couldn't capture it all on her phone. So what really happened in her apartment? A mere coincidence? Or paranormal activity?
I have these command hooks up here. Whatever. I have command hooks everywhere. And the command hooks that are on the wall now are the only command hooks that have been able to stay there. Because every time I hang something that's even slightly heavier than the load, or if I mounted something, if I put something on there that was too heavy too early on, it would fall off. Every single thing on that shelf was falling off because the mounting method sucks. It's just gravity. Stop attributing paranormal crap to
The following clip
nothing.
uploaded to TikTok by a young
It's like whenever somebody sees like a shoe flip over, they're like, oh my god, it's a ghost.
Christmas spirit visited his home one
Guys,
evening.
it's
Let's take a
physics.
Hello? Who is that? Hello?
Yeah, would you turn away from an intruder in your house? This guy's so full of shit, it's insane. Look at this guy. He's like fully setting up the...
You gonna move or you just gonna stand there? What are you?
Oh, I think this was just put in there as a joke.
many commenters compared to Krampus, the brushes. Girl named Tanya apartment. She hears someone enter. The next day, after reviewing the footage, Tanya was shocked.
Kind of want the backstory.
Almost
Sorry.
every night she hears someone entering her room. She decided to sprinkle flour on the doorway and wait for the night. The next
Ooh.
day, after reviewing
Did a little
the footage,
paranormal
Tanya
activity.
was shocked.
Uh-huh. Yeah, okay. Not that you need me to tell you this, but every time a footprint starts, every time you see a footprint pop in, there's a scene cut. And they're using this crappy post-production like thing. So there's a line that's going to run through here. So they basically crop the TV. So the TV is its own plane, its own layer. And then it's basically a static camera cropped around. And then you just jump cut. You put your foot down. And you play the scene. Put your foot down a second time. Go away, play the scene. You know what I mean? Like, but this like stupid crap post-production glitch bullshit gives it away. If anybody's wondering, potato and cheese, sauerkraut and mushrooms, and my favorite, blueberry pierogies.
TV screen, and then footprints began to appear in the flour. Tanya's followers suggested that her apartment might be inhabited by a house spirit, which should be appeased with an offering. A few days later, she left cookies and milk in the kitchen. The next morning, Tanya reviewed the footage and was shocked again.
Why? Why did she leave cookies and milk? Is this a Santa? Santa's the ghost?
I was just bullshitting. And you know this, man.
A glass of milk fell off the table during the night without
No, it
any
was
visible
yanked by
cause.
string.
Determined, Tanya continued documenting everything day by day.
You can see the string right there. Right. See how the shadow? See that? That's painted out. There's the string. Yeah? See the string right there? And then in the next couple frames, oh, sorry, that's the milk. It's the string is come on, where are you? I swear I saw it.
By day. Will cause. Determined, Tanya continued documenting everything day by day.
Yeah, okay. It's here by the foot. Right there. See here? Right there. And then you see it's kind of gone. Oh, interesting. The color key. I've got each monitor set up in a different color key so that if I'm trying to find something and I need like a brighter monitor, I switch it to that monitor and I look at it real close. And then I've got a viewfinder on here that shows me what's going on the screen right here so I can look at it really carefully. It really depends on your screen, honestly. I never even considered that. But you can see right here. Look around this area. See that right there? See, it like darkens underneath the chair. On this screen, it's very obvious that there is a string. It's like fallen right here, and it falls down where the leg is. So there's a couple frames where it's very visible. I mean, not that you should be surprised, but still.
One late evening, as she was falling asleep,
I have no idea what I missed.
curtains moving and the Christmas tree shifting. Do you think Tanya's apartment is truly haunted, or is it all staged?
I think it's all staged. Well, I mean, it's obviously all staged.
Filmed on Christmas Eve. A mother was recording her daughter playing near the Christmas tree carefully.
What the fuck? So this isn't the ball. This has nothing to do with the ball. This right here. It's just a shadow. You can see the ball. You see it. So based on the trajectory, it's still right there behind her. Still right there behind her. Based on its trajectory, it should end up right behind her arm here. As she lifts her arm, she must have kicked it right here with her foot. It must have bounced off her heel, and now it's rolling. It's under the tree. It's in this direction. So you'll find it over here. The ball is going to be over here. You should be looking over here for it.
The little girl is playing with a
Yeah, so it rolled between her legs and then she kicked it backwards with her heel, so it ended up this way and the camera was blocking the whole scene.
seems to vanish.
It's over here behind this bear.
And the girl tries to find it. Her mother
No. He debunked.
covered on 3. The first video, taken in Pennsylvania in 2008, hypnotic claimed it didn't look like a Yeti, while others found the video eerie, noting that in 2000.
Oh, that was leaves. I remember this one. This was just a bunch of leaves. Oh, is that what it was? Sorry. I think there was one. I saw one where it was just leaves. Oh, okay. Yeah. It's just a guy in a Yeti suit.
It didn't look like a Yeti, while others found the video eerie, noting that in 2008, video captured the
Motherfucker.
Yeah, it's just a guy in a Yeti suit. You can see there's a specific frame. In the original video, there was a frame where you can see the guy's eyes inside the mask.
This video was recorded in Philadelphia and found on social media. Watch closely.
Sends us sightings across the U.S.
You can see something resembling Santa Claus's Christmas sleigh speeding to.
You can also see the lens flare.
You can see something resembling.
I think the lens flare makes it look like he's actually inside a building.
Sleigh speeding through the sky. Similar footage was also captured in Los Angeles and San Francisco.
我简直不敢相信我亲眼所看到的一切。
There's no reason why Asian people can't be in San Francisco, but that was strange to me.
The man who posted the video insists it's real. Do you believe him?
Yes, Santa's real. Luna, if you're watching this, Santa's very real.
A girl named Layla in anticipation of the New Year's holidays, asking for help. She believes her house is
My niece watches this channel.
haunted because she hears strange noises at night. And
I mean, there's nothing to debunk. Santa's real, so.
Ghost, chill out, bruh.
So this is a joke. I don't know if you know this, but there are Bluetooth controlled like flow state regulators. Like you can turn on and on the tap with a Bluetooth device. It's a smart home thing. It's like there's like motion sensor, you know what I mean? And then there's like the same signal that allows the motion sensor to work. Also allows you to turn on the tap by using your phone. So you can be like, you know, assistant command, turn on the tap, and then put your hands underneath so that you got like sticky hands or whatever. So he's just turning the tap on and off on his phone and he's having a laugh. And that's it. Alright, yeah, that's all. Thanks for watching. Merry Christmas. See you in the next one. Happy New Year.